From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Friday, October 31st, 2025. I'm Steve Prentice. LinkedIn users have until Monday to opt out of its AI training program. As reported by Graham Cluley, the Microsoft-owned professional networking site has quietly announced that as of this upcoming Monday, November the 3rd, it will start using profile details, public posts, feed activity data, and more from users in the UK, the EU, Switzerland, Canada, and Hong Kong to train its artificial intelligence models. These countries had been excluded from its AI training models to this point. Private messages will not be used, LinkedIn says. Additional data from LinkedIn will also be, quote, shared with other Microsoft-related business entities for the purpose of serving up more personalized and relevant ads, end quote. New names surface for NSA leadership. After months of being led in an acting capacity by Army Lieutenant General William Hartman, the National Security Agency is apparently, quote, readying a number of senior personnel moves meant to reinvigorate the organization, end quote. Army Lieutenant General Paul Stanton, currently the leader of Cyber Command's network defense arm, and Air Force Lieutenant General Thomas Hensley, the head of Air Force Information Warfare Command, are, quote, considered to be front-runners for the job, according to 3 people familiar with the administration's search, end quote. Open Source Security Group pulls out of U.S. grant citing DEI restrictions. The Python Software Foundation, which promotes safe and secure Python coding practices and helps oversee PyPy, the world's largest open-source code repository for Python, said yesterday it will withdraw from a $1.5 million research grant from the National Science Foundation. Lauren Crary, the foundation's deputy executive director, said, quote, the organization could not agree to language in the contract that required a confirmation that the foundation would not, quote, operate any programs that advance or promote diversity, equity, and inclusion, end quote. Business Rival credits cyber attack on Marks & Spencer for boosting its profits. British clothing retailer Next reported that it was, quote, continuing to see sales overperform in the wake of a cyber attack on its rival, Marks & Spencer, end quote. The company credits, quote, favorable weather conditions and competitor disruption, end quote, for a surge in sales in the first half of this year. According to reports from analytics company Kantar, Marks & Spencer rivals that had an online presence, such as Zara, H&M, and Sainsbury's, all experienced a sales uplift, while clothing retailers without a significant online presence, such as Primark, did not. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Conveyor. Security reviews don't have to feel like a hurricane. Most teams are buried in back-and-forth emails and never-ending customer requests for documentation or answers. But Conveyor takes all that chaos and turns it into calm. AI fills in the questionnaires, your trust center is always ready, and sales cycles move without stalls. Breathe easier. Check out Conveyor at www.conveyor.com. That is CONVEYOR.com. Marketing agency Dentsu says its U.S. unit suffered cyber attack and breach. Merkle, the U.S. subsidiary of the Japanese multinational advertising and public relations company Dentsu, suffered an attack recently that resulted in the theft of files exposing, quote, supplier, client, and employee data, including personal, payroll, and national insurance details, end quote. A statement posted on the Dentsu website did not elaborate on exactly when this happened. Merkle is a customer experience agency that specializes in data-driven, performance-based marketing. It is unclear at this point whether ransomware was involved. WhatsApp adds passkey protection to end-to-end encrypted backups. This new feature means that if you lose your device, you can use methods like fingerprint, face, or the screen lock code of your previous device to access WhatsApp's backup. This follows on from a backup encryption process that Meta added in 2021, but the addition of a passkey removes the need to dig up the recovery password. This feature will be rolled out over the next few months, and users can go to Settings, Chat Backup, End-to-End Encrypted Backup to determine whether the option is currently available. Cloud Atlas hackers target Russian agriculture sector ahead of industry forum. The Russia-based cybersecurity firm F6 has reported on a cyber espionage campaign by the state-backed threat actor Cloud Atlas targeting the country's agricultural center once again. The attack coincided with preparations for the Russian Agriculture Forum scheduled for the end of the month in Moscow. According to F6, the hackers sent phishing emails disguised as the event's official program, containing a malicious file that exploited an old Microsoft Office flaw, active since 2017. IBM Cloud experiences a quantum computer outage. The company sent out an advisory yesterday morning stating, quote, "The quantum computer IBM Aachen is temporarily unavailable within the Qiskit runtime service," end quote. Aachen, spelt Aachen, is physically based near Stuttgart in Germany, and the Qiskit runtime is a cloud service that allows IBM customers to use its quantum processors. Aachen came online in April of this year. IBM has not said much about the cause of the outage, but as posted in the register, it is known in the industry that it can be difficult to maintain a qubit in a stable state, and therefore current quantum machines can, quote, "produce errors or just fail to finish a job," end quote. If you are going to be in New York City in early November, you need to join us for a CISO Series podcast recording. We will be recording at FairCon 25 on November the 5th at the beautiful Glass House on 12th Avenue. The conference is stacked with everything you'd ever want to know about cyber and risk management. If you want to join us for the show and the podcast recording, we've got a promo code to save you 75% off registration. Just head to the events page at CISOseries.com to register. And if you have some thoughts on the news from today or about this show in general, please do reach out to us at feedback@CISOseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to CISOseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.